So Peter in really good shape now.
Let's see if it'll pan out. Here we go with the flop, and the flop is a Jack 10-7.
Well, the crowd moans because they see Anthony Zeno can now win the pot if an ace or a 9 comes up. Must catch a straight to win the pot. Let's see if he can do it.
You already know the World Poker Tour has brought to you life-changing events for the last 20 years. But now it's never been easier to win your package to a WPT destination by going to WPTglobal.com, the online home of the World Poker Tour.
Sign up today with bonus code YT92, and we'll match your first deposit, dollar for dollar.
Well, there you see the chip count. Mike Leah well out in front with over 7 million in chips. Chris Klodnicki in second place. That's what they're playing for. The winner tonight takes home over $1 million.
Andy's at 5,000. Blinds 25 and 50. Here we go. Peter Neff with a quick fold. Mike Leah, the chip leader, not playing. And there's the Ant, Anthony Zeno, WPT champ. He goes out.
So it's a battle of the blinds now.
Into Igor with ace-10. Not going to raise, Mike, just calls. And there's Klodnicki from Jersey originally, now in Solano Beach, and he's got a nothing hand.
Well, Chris is a high-stakes mixed game, cash game player.
And he's just got an 8 deuce, but look at this. He's going to try to steal it and raise it. He's going to push to 150. And Igor is going to just call with ace-10.
Well, Igor just limped in with the ace-high, camouflaged the strength of his hand, and it may pay off for him here as he has flopped top pair 2 aces. Chris has bottom pair.
And Igor going to check it. You don't push with the ace, and you get an ace on the flop. It's such a great place to be in, and Chris is going to bet this. 150.
Well, he doesn't think his opponent's got an ace because he didn't raise before the flop.
So true, and then okie dokie call by the Ukrainian going to the turn. 9 of spades.
Again, Igor checks his aces.
And now Chris is going to slow down. He checks as well. And the river card's a-10. So that gives aces and 10s there for Igor.
Possible straight, possible flush on the board now, though. So even though you have 2 pair, wow, he is going to bet it. 355,000, and Chris lets it go. So Igor taking down that pot.
There's Igor's friends on the rail, having fun.
Oh, Igor's been a pro for 9 years. From the Ukraine. Likes it here in LA. Why not? Especially when you're making final tables of the LA Poker Classic.
Action's going to be on Mike Leah. He's from Toronto. And this time he's got Jack 9 of clubs. Will make the raise to 100,000.
Yeah, makes the men raise.
Ant out. Igor with a pair of 3s.
Well, he's on the button. In position. Up against the chip leader, but knows if he flops a 3, maybe he could double up here.
Well, he's made the call. A couple folds behind him, so 2-way action. Jack 9 versus a pair of 3s. And the flop is a Jack 9-4, all hearts.
Yeah, nice flop for Mike. He's got the top 2 pair. Igor has 2 3s and a flush draw, albeit a weak one.
Mike's going to make the continuation bet of 120 into Igor with just the 3s. He's got 1 little heart, but what is he going to do? Oh,
he's
boy.
going to try to find out where he's at right here. 320,000 is the bet.
Mike with 2 pair. He's going to just call, no raise. And to the discomfort of that man right there. King on the turn.
Possible straight as well as possible flush out there now. So again, with more danger out there, Mike Leah checks, but Igor checks right behind him.
Any heart coming up? Let's take a look. No, ace of spades.
Well, Mike's not going to like that card either because his opponent could have now made aces up, perhaps. He's just got 2 pair. Probably likes his hand, just doesn't want to go crazy with it.
Yep.
He's going to check, control the pot size. Igor checks behind him. Mike Leah going to take it down with jacks and 9s to increase his chip lead. So the 40-year-old from Toronto in great shape to take down his first WPT title. Let's see if he can keep it going.
All right, and he's 5,000 blinds. 25 and 50. Here we go, Peter Neff. He's a local. He's got ace-5 of clubs this time.
5 players left fighting it out for this title. Peter going to make it 110,000 to go.
On his left, Mike Leah with an attractive 6-7 of spades. Very seductive hand. Suited connector.
Look at this, Vince. He's going to 3-bet it here.
Certainly is.
With the 7 high to 275,000.
Okay.
That's what you do, folks. You just put pressure on them. They don't know if you got a big hand. They don't know what you got. But all of a sudden, your ace-5 shrinks up. I know that. Peter gives it up. So the 3-bet winning the pot for Mike Leah there. Well done.
Oh, there's the beautiful Brittany, Royal Flush Girl with the gorgeous Hublot watch. And that watch, extraordinary timepiece, as we like to call them these days. If you get that championship, you also get that watch. All right, back to the felt, the quick fold by Peter. Mike Leah, everything going his way. Now he's picked up ace-queen, and he will raise to 120. Anthony, the Ant, out. WPT champion. Now it's around to Igor, and Igor's got queen 10.
He's in the small blind.
Blinds are up to 30 and 60. And he is going to get fancy with a raise. Re-raiser with queen 10.
It's like 380,000.
Into Chris. Chris, 4th WPT cash, but he'll fold it back on Mike Leah. Now, ace-queen is one of those hands that so many great pros say, I don't want that hand.
How many?
Mike, you're a Hall of Famer. How do you like ace-queen?
Well, I'm like everyone else. I like it in the beginning till they start raising you, and then all of a sudden it shrinks down considerably. But in the short-handed poker game, it's pretty good. Let's see what Mike Leah does with his here.
380.
He's got a 4-bet it here, Vince, with an ace-queen. 680,000 the bet. Igor says bye-bye. What a play by Mike Leah there, Vince. I tell you, most players would have just called that 3-bet there with the ace-queen if they'd have played it.
You already know the World Poker Tour has brought you life-changing events for the last 20 years. But now it's never been easier to win your package to a WPT destination by going to WPTglobal.com, the online home of the World Poker Tour.
Sign up today with bonus code YT92, and we'll match your first deposit, dollar for dollar.
There's his pretty girlfriend, Crystal, in the audience.
Thumbs up is right, Crystal, especially for that play.
He's got 9 million in chips.
Yeah, more than 3 times as much as anybody else at the table.
Igor, who came in as the chip leader at the start of the final table, is down to 1.6, getting grinded away.
Well, Anthony Zeno trying to win back-to-back WPT titles.
Look at this, Mike. He's got a pair of jacks.
Well, he's in last place. He needs to have something happen to get back in the hunt here. Got a good hand here. He's going to raise it. Makes it 125,000 to go.
Igor and Chris out, and now Peter Neff, the local. Oh, he's got a pair of 8s.
Well, how do you play the mid pairs when someone raised in front of you? That's the big question.
Peter's raised to 330.
Peter in the small raises to 330.
Mike out. Back on the Ant.
He knows Peter's a pretty solid player, Vince, but he's got aces, kings, or queens. Good luck to him.
These are the 2 short stacks at the table at this point. The Ant. Will he get his tentacles out? Yes, he does! He's going to push it all in.
3 raises all in.
And a quick call by Peter Neff.
So Anthony's got him dominated. Jacks versus 8s.
And Peter tables 2 8s.
Best spot you can be in pre-flop.
Hand over hand. That is right.
So a dominating favorite here, Anthony Zeno, is to double up. He must win this pot to keep his hopes of winning a 3rd WPT title alive tonight. But you can't be in much better shape than this, pair over pair, before the flop. All the money in.
So the 2 short stacks in a battle right now. Here we go to the first 3.
Flop brings
Oh, and the
10,
flop
10,
is 10, 10, 7. That is good for the ant.
Anthony
So
still
far,
in
the two
lead with
jacks
his
out in
jacks.
front.
Anybody fold a jack or an 8?
That's what I like to hear.
Peter Neff looking for a snowman here to give him a full house. He is in dire straits at the moment.
Turn card. Let's see if anything magical happens now. 5 of spades.
Well, we're down to the river. Peter Neff must catch an 8 to win this pot. Otherwise, Anthony Zeno is going to double up.
Yo, the sweat's even worse than the suit.
Yeah, there's Eddie Sabat, one of his buddies, rooting Anthony on. Plays a good game of poker himself.
Anthony Zeno with a gigantic chance of doubling up. He's going to do so as a jack hits the river, giving him jacks full. Oh, so nice for the ant.
Well, Vance, where Anthony Zeno told me he's been lucky on this continuous streak to make the money is that when he gets his money in with the best hand, it's held up.
Yeah.
He understands people get outdrawn all the time, but he said, it just hasn't happened to me. That's where my luck has really shined on this streak this season.
And that hand is going to devastate Peter Neff, who's down to under 600,000 in chips. On to the next hand. Igor with a quick fold. Now Chris Klodnicki. He's got King Jack, and he's going to move it up to 130 to go. Peter, though, this time with Ace Queen of Diamonds, shoves it all in. Mike Leah out.
Count, please.
And Zeno now with a King Queen of Spades. This is very playable at this point.
I'm all in.
And he is going all in.
Wow.
Save me.
And Chris goes out. So they turn up the cards. Anthony is giving action back to Peter.
Anthony shows king, queen of spades.
Peter with ace, queen of diamonds. There's that magical ace, queen again. Let's see if
Peter is
it
in the lead with
will
ace
win
queen.
again.
Well, Peter has him dominated now, as we say. And on top of Anthony's problems, we saw Chris throw a king away. So Peter in really good shape now.
Let's see if it'll pan out. Here we go with the flop, and the flop is a jack 10-7.
Well, the crowd moans because they see Anthony Zeno can now win the pot if an ace or a 9 comes up. Must catch a straight to win the pot. Let's see if he can do it.
Let's see the turn.
Going to the turn. It is
It is an ace. Unbelievable. Anthony Zeno has outdrawn him. He can't lose the pot. He could tie it if a king comes off. Wow. What tough luck for Peter Neff there on that turn card.
wow. What a card. River card coming up. Peter's shell-shocked.
Wow is the right word, Vince. No doubt about it. Really tough luck for Peter Neff there. Let's see what happens on the river.
Here it comes. 5 of hearts.
Well, Vince, when you're cashing every single tournament it appears, you're going for back-to-back titles. Luck obviously on your side. Certainly, a moment ago, Anthony Zeno had way the best of it. When the money went in, he doubled up. His hand stood up. This time he had to outdraw his opponent. He did it. We're down to 4.
That's right. Anthony Zeno, the ant, fights another player out of here, and that is Peter. He picks up 250,000. He's over to talk to Matt Savage.
Peter, you came in here with over $2 million in chips. Did things not go your way tonight? Well, yeah, lost 2 all-ins. Pretty much eights versus jacks was going to play itself out, and ace-queen versus king-queen just got unlucky there. Not a whole lot I can do in either spot, but yeah, I played pretty well. I'm happy how I played. So.
All right, well, you had a great week, $250,000. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, blinds are going up to 50 and 100. Antes are 15,000.
This is like my 4th
Four-handed
WPT
poker. Quick pull by Chris. And it is into Mike Leah, who's lost about 30% of his chips in the last few hands. But he's raised with 9-6, makes it 200,000 to go. Ant goes out. Igor goes out. Mike Leah is going to take home this pot.
He's going to stop the bleeding a little bit right there by picking up the blinds and antes after back-to-back double-ups of 2 of his opponents at this table.
Mike Leah from Canada, this time also with a 9-6 of clubs. Going to raise again to 200,000. Ant out, Igor out. And let's see what Chris does with a jack 10. And he's going to call. Learned to play poker from his brother. It's paid off in a big way. He's made millions at the game. Let's see if he gets lucky on this flop. It's a king, queen, 8. Open-ended for Chris.
Check.
He checks. And no continuation bet for Mike. He also checks.
7 on the turn. Now Mike Leah's got to open in his straight draw as well. But Chris is going to try to take control. Bets 325. Mike not going to get aggressive, just making the call.
So we're going to the river here. And the board pairs 7s.
That doesn't help either one of these guys.
Check.
Well, Chris checks. The only way Mike can win the pot is to bluff. If he does, it could be successful here, Vince, and he is doing it. He is not checking it. He bet $475,000. And I just don't know how you call here with Jack high, Vince. How could the guy call you on the turn where you have the best hand here after he raised before the flop? Just doesn't make sense. I mean, you could raise him, be the only possibility you have to win the pot. But you're never going to call with this hand in this spot.
What? What the? Wait a second. He has called this. He's called it, Mike.
Wow. I am in shock.
Yep.
Called him with Jack high, Vince.
You already know the World Poker Tour has brought you life-changing events for the last 20 years. But now it's never been easier to win your package to a WPT destination by going to WPTglobal.com, the online home of the World Poker Tour.
Sign up today with bonus code YT92, and we'll match your first deposit, dollar for dollar.
Blinds are 50 and 100. Let's go to the felt. Action on WPT champion Anthony Zeno, ace-4.
Anthony going for his 3rd WPT title tonight, including back-to-back wins on the World Poker Tour.
He's raised it. Igor going out. Chris out. And now Mike Leah with a pair of 3s.
Yeah, he's going to make the call.
So pair of 3s up against the ant with ace-4. Let's see who gets lucky. 8-7 deuce.
Now Mike's still out in front, but he's going to check.
And will the ant go continuation? Nope. Slows down and checks.
And now 4 comes off. So Mike has got to put Anthony on 2 big cards. Got to think 3s are the best hand here. After his opponent checked the flop. So he's going to bet $350,000. Anthony, however, just made 2 4s. Let's see what he's going to do with them. He's going to make the call.
Pots are building. Going to the river. And the river card is an ace, giving aces and 4s there to the ant.
Well, Mike now afraid his opponent made at worst 2 aces, if not a flush. Can't imagine he's going to go too crazy with 2 3s now. He doesn't. He checks them.
Now will the ant put in a little value bet? Nope. He's going to be
Well, it goes check, check.
content to take the pot with aces and 4s.
Just didn't want to get check raised in case his opponent had made a flush on the river or straight. And that's the patience that Anthony Zeno showed early on at this final table. Certainly paying dividends for him now. He is closing in on the chip lead.
He has played quite well. Very steady. All right, back to the felt. Igor can't pick up hands. He's gone the wrong way, so he folds. Chris also getting out of the way, and now Mike Leah. He's got the ace-3 in the small blind. The Canadian will pop it. Makes it 250 to go.
You can't blame him for raising with ace high out of the small blind. Anthony makes the call with the ace-deuce.
Heads up to the call.
Now flop comes king, jack, 8, 2 hearts.
Jack 8, 2 hearts.
Helps neither player.
Mike does not make the continuation bet. He checks. And Anthony is now going to reach for betting chips here.
Really? Okay, there you go.
And he does it. just 150,000. Just less than 25% of the pot, but just to try to find out where he's at here, and it's good enough to get the job done.
So the ant, WPT champion, climbing up the anthill, pushes the rubber tree plant away. He is doing well. He's the new chip leader.